What's happening, guys? We're back. Today's gonna be a pretty short episode. Alright guys, today's gonna be really short. I just don't have a whole lot of time to work on the car today. I was out of town for work all week last week, and I fly back out of town on Monday. So I got a couple hours today, a couple hours tomorrow. So I don't have time to really dig into anything too time consuming. So what I think we're gonna do is, I took all the measurements for the radiator mount. I'm gonna draw that up in AutoCAD and probably get it cut out and bent up custom. So we're gonna put that on hold, and instead we're gonna move over and do all the cross bracing in the chassis. I got all the pieces cut, so now we just need to weld them in. But to do that, we need to pull everything back out of the chassis. Seems like we do that kind of once a month, but we're getting into kind of the end here. So we'll pull everything out and then hopefully get started on the welding today, but no promises because we are time limited. So let's just start unbolting things and see where we get to. All right, I know we can pull the engine and transmission out as one, but I think due to the limited space that we have right now, I'm gonna split them and pull the engine out on its own. So I threw this ratchet strap on just to hold the transmission up, or else it'll just flop down and probably break that transmission mount. So that's on there. We'll split them apart, pull the engine out on its own. All right, we got everything pulled out of the chassis. I just tossed it off to the side and all over my bench. I don't have any room to work in here right now, so I'm gonna take a few hours tonight, tidy everything up, try to put things away that I can, and then we'll come out tomorrow and start prepping the chassis and actually get down to welding. I just don't have time to do it tonight. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, I went a little overboard last night while I was cleaning. I got everything put away, and then I decided to do a little rearrange of the shop. So I moved the chassis table from right here all the way back to here, up against the back wall. And that's freed up all this room up front here for if we got to do like work on the motor or work on the rear axle or anything like that. It's kind of made a huge mess of that corner of the shop, but whatever, we don't need to be back there. So today we're going to do the cross bracing. I'm going to throw on a pair of coveralls, grab my wire wheel. We're going to have to clean up all the joints and then start tacking things in. So let's do it. Alright, we got them all tacked in, or at least all the ones on the exterior of the chassis. There's some that go in the footwells that I'm going to leave out until we have all the exterior ones finish welded. We're going to have to flip this thing over a couple times, and I'm finding it difficult to get access to the welds, or at least get close enough that I can see what I'm doing. The chassis is turning into a bit of a jungle gym. So I left those out. Hopefully it'll help us, and then we can weld them in at the end. This one here on the side of the engine bay, I didn't do it on that side because we still have to figure out our steering, but on this side here, because of the shape of the chassis, instead of running 2 straight bars, I ran 1 straight bar and then 2 that kick out to that straight bar, and it gives us a bit of a bulge on this side, which is nice because that's right where our alternator sits. If we didn't do that, if we had just done 2 straight bars, the alternator wouldn't fit. So that's actually a happy accident. So we got them all tacked in. Next step is to finish weld them all. Unfortunately, I'm out of time today, so I'm going to call her quits here. If I have some time throughout the week, I'll come out and try to do some finish welding. I don't think I will because I'm going to be in Vancouver for most of it, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, so good progress. Got some cross bracing in. It's starting to look like an actual chassis, but we're just short on time. So that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Go check us out on Instagram, Leftfootfirst Media, and we'll see you next week. I'm out of here.